Hey, what's up, beloved? So, this is for somebody, okay? Somebody's asking themselves, or you're pondering within your mind, you're thinking back, right? I don't know, but today you're just like, I don't know, reflecting, or you feel like a bit emotional, thinking about past things, right? And looking at where things took a turn and changed or whatever. And you're wondering why or what made or what can make somebody, you know, believe things about you that aren't true and turn on you on a dime, right? And just because a family member is saying it or somebody who claims to know you very well is saying it, right? Well, what I've come to understand is, okay, through experience mostly, right, is that even in the presence of you showing a person who you are, right? Not proving, you know, not trying to prove yourself, but just being you, right? A person can be with you every single day, beloved, and you show them who you are just by your actions, just through who you know, your speech, by your actions, who you are day in and day out, right? Right in front of them, every single day, right? And that should constitute them being able to know you, right? More than somebody, say, that's outside of the confines of where you two frequent on a regular, right? Now it doesn't make sense, logical sense for somebody outside of you two, right? To be able to lie or tell horrible things about you, right, that aren't true, to the person that you spend all day, every day with, right? Live with or whatever. There's no reason that that person should be able to be told something about you, okay, that isn't true, and they believe it just because somebody's saying that, right? Whether they claim to know you well or shit, it could be your mother, your father, whoever, right? And if a person does that, if a person believes a lie or lies about you and they spend more time with you than anybody else and they have never seen you exemplify none of these characteristics, none of these traits that people are saying, you know, and they still believe the lie, that means that that person deep down inside, whether they show you a smile on their face or they tell you they love you or whatever, that means that that person already thought negatively about you, beloved. That means that person already had some type of envy or jealousy within them, right? And all the lies did that came along, all the lies did was give them an excuse to act in the way that they really wanted to act towards you. That's all that did. That's all that did. Okay? It gave them an excuse to treat you bad. It gave them an excuse to do what they really wanted to do to you. Treat you how they really felt inside that they wanted to treat you. Right? That's it. It was always there. Yeah. It was just hidden. It was always there. And it really wasn't hidden that well because it came out in their actions, right? How they would spend time away from you, right? When they would go out, let's say on the weekends, I don't know, it doesn't matter, weekends, whatever. When they spend time away from home, they didn't ask you to come with them, right? They didn't invite you to go with them, never, right? Come home late. You get what I'm saying? These are signs. These are red flags. These are truths that are being shown to you. Okay? So that's how a person can turn on you. That's a drop of a dime. See, it wasn't necessarily money, right? Even though money was offered, right? Fake promises of, glitz and glamour and clout and all that. That really wasn't the reason that they turned their back on you. You would like to think so, but that wasn't the reason. They were just looking for an excuse. And somebody else coming along to say horrible things about you was their excuse. Right? It was like that was the golden ticket that they were waiting for. You know? So that gave them every excuse in the book to jump on the bandwagon and say everything that they actually felt about you. Right? Um that feeling that you're feeling, right? Those feelings that you're feeling, those emotions, don't stay there long. Okay? Don't stay there long at all. Okay? Observe what you're observing. All right? Understand it and move along from it, because I can feel in my spirit that you're dwelling. You're dwelling. Um because you're still hurt somewhere. You're still hurt somewhere. Um and that's fine. That's okay. Right? That's okay. Just to know that that's what it is. Right? That's what it is. You're still hurt somewhere and just need to heal a little bit more. And that's okay. That's okay. Um, so yeah, don't dwell on it, because other things can you can be bogged down with other things if you dwell, right? So try not to dwell on it. Okay. Sorry, I just woke up, so that's why I'm looking at it in a rock. But that ain't important. The message is. So yeah, just see, if you want to really, that's what going within is. When people say go within to get the answers, that's what going within is. When you sit and you look back on things and you ask yourself those type of questions, like why, like what made this person, you know, because something in you misses. It misses something of the past, right? I don't know if you're feeling loneliness, or I don't know what it is you're feeling, but you're missing something. You're missing someone, maybe, or a certain aspect of them, or um, it's just something that you're yearning for. Okay, that really was just an idea, because that never really existed. You know, it was a mirage, right? So what you're missing, it really never existed. You get what I'm saying? It never existed because it was an act. It was an act. And you gotta tell yourself that. You gotta really, I mean, that's the truth. I'm not just saying tell yourself that like to manipulate yourself. No. Don't ever manipulate yourself. Right? Saying telling yourself that because That's the truth. You fell in love with a aspect of a person that didn't exist. 10-10 on the timer, right? You fell in love with a person, the potential of a person, right? The potential of a person that didn't even see that potential in themselves. That's what you fell in love with. So that person didn't exist. And how they were when they were around you, it was an act. So that didn't exist. You see what I'm saying? It was all a mirage. So that is looking and going deep within and finding out answers to what you're feeling, right? What's going on inside. And once you know that you were in love with a what a person could have been and should have been, right? But wasn't, then you know that you don't have to hold those emotions anymore, right? You don't have to hold those feelings anymore. You know what I'm saying? I hope I made sense. All right. All right. So I love you, beloved. For whoever this is for, holla at y'all later. Peace.